I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
But I know we also did a poll today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Pilot, do you want to bring it up?
Pause.
Yeah, no, pause.
yeah, give me a few seconds.
Yep.
This is about the.
I got it. Yeah, no, I got it. It was which fighter had the best performance in a losing effort? Was it Morales versus Maidana, Berlanga versus Canelo, Bentley versus Janibek, or Charles Martin versus Big Baby? And we got 11 votes so far, and 64% said Morales versus Maidana, followed by 27% with Bentley versus Janibek, and then 9% said Martin versus Big Baby, and nobody, rightfully so, said Berlanga.
I'm actually surprised because like I said, Berlanga has a whole but has like stands out there that be thinking he's the one. You know, but yeah, no, Maidana Morales.
Surprised there's been worse choices than that's gotten at least one vote.
Exactly, though. But you know, it's good to see that people at least are using more than 10% of their brain when it comes to this boxing shit. So
yeah, you got some like real boxing votes on this one.
Yeah, no, but yeah, Morales Maidana, obviously, like because it's overwhelming on that one. And obviously, because like I said, if you watch that fight in real time, like Maidana was really beating the shit out of Eric Morales too, and and looked like that. It looked like he was actually gonna wipe him up out of there, But Morales fought back hard,
Started piecing his ass up.
Yeah, enough to where he got a draw on one of the cards, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was like he lost a majority decision or something.
Yeah, majority decision.
Yeah, and that shit was low key like that shit was also low key like a fight of the year too. Like that shit was a hard fight.
Hard fight.
Yeah. And
then the thing is that Morales had that fucking he was looking like Igor or one of those what's his name from the Goonies? Sloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking like Sloth out there with the damn with that shit over his eyes. So the fact that he put up that type of performance with that handicap against him too, while at that age and stage in his career is crazy.
Yeah, and then after that he goes and wins another title from Canelo or whatever. So, that special fighter to do that. And obviously, and funny things too is with Berlanga and the Canelo choice is like, Berlanga was pretty much at that stupid conference, bragging that, he gave Canelo a hard fight, which he didn't, and then he got knocked down, and then basically Shiraz had to tell him that he ran, which is exactly what he did. Like he wasn't going toe to toe with Canelo. That motherfucker ran. He got on his bike,
he did move in certain spots.
Yeah, that motherfucker was like, yeah. All that shows is like part of the he's still right for a KO, But like I said, he's milking this for all it's worth, So eventually the hype train's gonna come to an end by a lesser fighter, and hopefully it comes soon. Because frankly, I'm tired of this motherfucker talking all the fucking time.
Yeah, and shame on Canelo not be able to stop him.
I don't know why, but I got a feeling he's gonna KO Shiraz.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's the worst thing too, because Shiraz lost a lot of favor from me from his last fight. So
British will make an appearance. A guy moving up.
And I feel like Shiraz to be blitzed and just kind of overwhelmed or surprised.
His framing, he's big, he looks like a 175, light heavyweight naturally, but he's a little frail. His boxing skills kind of mid. I mean, I know Berlanga's not the most skilled, but I feel like Berlanga's being a bum is kind of overstated. But
he's a bum. Like,
I mean, he got decent boxing skills.
He is a bum, but
yeah, decent boxing skills. But I'm just saying, I think it's a good fight. It's an intriguing fight to me. Maybe I'm just
because it's like we know if Berlanga chooses to just fight this guy the way he normally fights, like how he normally used to fight when he was aggressive, come in there and wing punches at dude, like you'll kind of see what Shiraz could do. Can Shiraz time him coming in? Can he box him up? Can he weather the storm? It's a real intriguing fight. But it do feel like if Berlanga just breathes on this dude dude might just fall over.
Because remember, Ammo hurt him. You know, Ammo he obviously got stopped, but Ammo did hurt.
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Like if Berlanga takes the Ammo approach early and just builds on that, and being just a bigger, stronger, better puncher, like he might could do something. It's up to Shiraz to really kind of like keep him at the end of the jab and line him up for something.
Yeah. And hopefully that his hand is healed because he blamed that performance with Adames on a hurt hand, on a broken hand, which he did have because that hand did look, it was broken, but it was
but you got two hands.
Yeah, exactly. You could have used your other hand and whipped a couple power shots into Adames's like guard or some shit like that, something. You know?
I mean, yeah, because they get this day and level, like I get it, like. But it's like we've seen too many one-handed boxing performances. Like maybe this will work on your trainer. He's like 25 years old or some bullshit. Like I didn't see Eddie Chambers goddamn box adamant ears off with fucking one arm.
Right. I mean,
it happened too many times.
I mean, Paulie made a whole career of basically beating up people with a fucking jab.
Jab is the movement, like bro, like what was it saying? It said if you could jab, if you could win a fight with the one hand with your jab, you could travel the world, like bro, like travel the fucking world already. Okay?
Yeah, and that's what he didn't try to win. He just tried to preserve his hand. It was just like that's not what you're paid to do. Like. And like it was disappointing, but but if Shiraz knocks Berlanga, knock the fuck out, all will be forgiven.
Yeah, he'll be forgiven then. Then he could do the victory tour all he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
But he'll be forgiven like a motherfucker if he knock out Berlanga.
For sure. And then we got Bentley and Janabek, and like I said, Bentley, I know he's number one for one of Janabek's belts, but Janabek is like I said, Janabek, whoever's controlling his Twitter is just faking the funk because, Janabek is like, he can't find anyone to fight. Bentley is calling for the damn fight. Like, the WBO could easily order a rematch.
And it's a name that will sell, too. It's not a bullshit fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this will let you know, like, who really bought the smoke and who really want that work. This nigga Janabek don't really want the work. He thinks he deserves like a bigger name, bigger profile fight when he hasn't really done anything to get that. I mean, yeah,
he's knocking out C-level fighters, and that's cool and all.
And then the one B-level guy or solid guy you supposed to destroy to kind of show us that, like, okay, like he could really be a technician against these world-class guys. You went life and death with Denzel Bentley, and you don't even want to rematch him to kind of say like, "Hey, I'm clearly better than this guy." Yeah. So like, what else you want? What you want us to do?
Yeah, and this was
we're not gonna get excited in anything else you're doing.
Yeah, and this was a Janabek that clearly looked mid. Like he looked labored. He got gassed. Like he was on his last legs. Just like it's just like he got run that back. No, thank you. No, I'm good.
Yeah, like that's the thing kills me when boxers always complain about. They don't have no fights or, oh man, people never gave me that chance. Like, that's why I always piss me off with Lennox Lewis, because he had that complaint about the Americans never really liked him. And, they gave him a hard time. He couldn't settle over here and be a star. And, Americans whoop-de-whoop, whoop, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. But the moment Americans started fucking with you, and we finally wanted you to do something, that's when your ass fucked around for a year until you just retired.
Yeah.
He was like, miss me with that, woe is me, America don't like me, fuck you, nigga. Like, fight the fucking rematch or move.
Exactly. Or give up your belts, go to 168 like you clearly want to do because your body's already giving you the warning that, you're having a hard time making that weight cut. So.
Yeah, like let somebody else fight for your belts, bro. Go to 168 already. Like you done did what you had to do at middleweight, obviously. Which was waste our fucking time, but hey.
Yeah, and let Bentley grab a middleweight title.
Yeah, like let somebody else mix it up and get a 160 fight. title fight because obviously you're not trying to make the biggest fight for you.
Yeah, he keeps calling out Canelo for what reason? Like, dog, Canelo's not gonna fight you. If he's not gonna fight Benavidez, what I mean, he's not gonna fight you. Like,
and then it's like your name ain't even half the name Benavidez is. Like, so.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, it's not like we're gonna be like, oh man, Canelo's ducking him. I'm like, no. Like your name, you ain't even in a position to get you a skull type of fight.
that's
like you're not even in the Ryder Club, bro. Like you just there at 160 taking up space.
Exactly. With your 2 belts too. It's funny thing is, the dude has 2 of the belts, and he's basically an unknown in this division. That's the wild part about it.
Unknown in this division, unknown. The casuals, just unknown.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, dude needs.
I just found out he got 2 belts, nigga, from right now. Dude needs to be like, That's why all this woes we should, cut that shit out. Like, Bentley's way right there. You can make that in the UK. You can make that in America because Americans like the first fight. Like, you can make that fight, it will do like it'll be interesting. So, cut that shit out. Call out bigger fights after taking care of that. But that's the thing, y'all niggas be want to skip from plan A to fucking plan F.
Exactly.
Like, nah, sometimes you gotta go to plan B, bro.
Yeah, so Janibek, he can call that noise out, and then obviously with Charles Martin and Jared Anderson, and Charles Martin, like I said though, Charles Martin just. Frankly, I know Charles Martin just, it just wild to me that dude's an actual former heavyweight champion. Like, it still hasn't computed. That hasn't computed at all that he's still, this dude it has an unremarkable career. Like, he gave Luis Ortiz a little trouble, and he gave Big Baby some trouble, But that's like the extent of of his career, and then he took a 0 off a guy whose knee was destroyed. For whatever reason, he retired after that. So yeah, it's weird. Like, Martin is trying to go on this run, his last run, and pretty much, I wouldn't say he didn't. I wouldn't say that he exposed Big Baby, but realized, I think, Big Baby just wasn't where he need, like, his experience. He needed a little bit more work, and then of course he got the Bacoli fight, and then he got that work. So it's like, But Charles Martin though was let's say that still was a hell of a fight though, because I didn't think Martin had that in him at that time. But
I mean, he exposed Anderson in a way though. Like, remember, it was after that fight. Like, he exposed his mentality. Honestly, like we always be so quick to say someone's skills got exposed. Where it did, because he was backing up straight line, so that's why he was getting pieced up with the straight left. He was making that mistake again, but on a bigger scale against a better fighter. But it was after this fight that whole mentality about, man, I'm just trying to get this money, get out of here type shit.
Yeah.
Remember that you didn't hear none of that until this fight happened.
Yeah, and he
got exposed somehow.
And he was a whole clown, getting into all types of accents and some old bullshit and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's going on live doing GTA chases and shit. Like,
like, get up, and like I said, that's why I didn't feel sorry for him when Bacoli knocked him out. It was like, Bacoli, you didn't take shit serious.
The only one people who was feeling sad was them top rank officers, because they're like, fuck, all this building and careful planning of his career just down the drain. And it's like, it went down the drain to a guy who's not even being taking himself serious.
Right.
So it's like, it's different if he lost to a nigga who's on the way, like, who's going to do something. But you lost to like a part timer.
Yeah, and then Top Rank buried him in a prelim after that, and it didn't even give him a post fight interview. He won that fight, and he went straight back to his leg. And now he's like in career level. We don't even know if he's even with Top Rank anymore.
Yeah, so it's like all that shit for nothing. Like, so it's like, sometimes the bag, you could get the bag, you could put in the cheat code for the bag, but you got to ask yourself, is it worth it in certain circumstances? Because everybody got the bag, everybody got that shit, but I guess the only nigga who can really make a fight right now out of that whole bunch is maybe Charles Martin.
Right.
He's the only one who's been decent enough out of that whole group that you could take the chance on. But everyone else is like, McCauley's going to be overweight and underperform. Anderson going to be in shape but underperform.
Yeah, truthfully, I would probably welcome a Charles Martin Johnny Rice fight if that was a thing. Like,
yeah,
I was just thinking that. I was just, when LB said Charles Martin, I was like, damn, the great adult fight would be, you know, getting our boy Johnny Rice back against him. Fight.
All right, either one fight. Your boy Fabio or Wardley.
Yeah, Wardley.
Like that, either one against him would be a good fight too. You know, if y'all say that we can't match some niggas up together, y'all, these promoters sometimes. So